Hello, everyone. This is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I will be talking about Jalen Hurts. Actually, let me make myself larger, man. We're just gonna talk about Jalen Hurts because I think he's gonna deal with this for the rest of his career, especially as long as he stay with the Eagles. But let's get into it, man. Straight off the head, I don't have a picture beside me or anything, right? So I just wanted to talk about this Jalen Hurts disrespect. Wanted to rest up, get ready for tomorrow. You know, I'm going live with my guy Joe tomorrow at 1 p.m. Come check us out. Not feeling too well, but we're going to get through this. Jalen Hurts, the disrespect is not going to stop. Him being a quote-unquote system quarterback, how's that hurting him? You don't put Peyton Manning in this system, and you don't put Jalen Hurts in the Peyton Manning system. You don't put Tom Brady in this system and it's going to be successful. Hell, you don't put Gardner Minshew in this system and it's going to be successful because Gardner Minshew don't have the legs that Jalen Hurts have. Now, I don't hear this about Patrick Mahomes. I don't hear this about Joe Burrow. They say if you put any of these guys in this system, it will work. No, actually, it takes a dual threat quarterback who's very accurate, who can throw the ball. Simple as that. Joe Burrow and those guys are not as mobile as a Jalen Hurts. I don't see them having a game rushing for 150, then the next game throwing for 300. That's not them. And that's okay. That's okay. And you got this clown, Chris Sims, been saying this for the past 2 years. First, he wasn't in the top 40. Then you put him in the top 40. You put him like at 25, but he's behind Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, Justin Fields. Come on, man. Come on. We got to stop this. We got to stop this. And now that he's wrong, you know what? Joe Burrow and those guys, if you take them out, their team is completely different, right? We don't hear about when Patrick Mahomes won the MVP, how he still had one of the best head coaches, at least on the offensive side, in NFL history to me, Andy Reid. We're not going to talk about how he had Tyreek Hill. We're not going to talk about like McCole Hardman, all those guys. And for him to even win the Super Bowl, it took for his running game to work. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about Joe Burrow having probably the best trio in the NFL, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. We're not going to talk about those guys just having weapons. We're not going to talk about that guy in Dallas who couldn't do nothing with his weapons when he had Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and Amari Cooper. We just not going to talk about that. All right, let's just start as I always start when I talk about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was drafted to fail. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, man. They wanted him to fail. I'm not talking about the Eagles organization. I'm talking about outside of them. Okay, how can you draft a guy in the second round after you basically paid the first round second pick guy? How can you do that? How can you get rid of that first round pick that we all thought was going to be the future for this guy? This guy who couldn't throw in college. This guy who got benched for Tua. How can you do that? How? Right? Jalen Hurts, first year starting, to me, he did a phenomenal job. He took a lot of heat, but he did a phenomenal job for what he had. He had Rager, he had, Quez trying to get his feet wet, and we had Devontae Smith, a rookie. He took a projected 4-win team and won 9 games. We got smoked in the playoffs. It is what it is. It is what it is, but he definitely deserved another shot. Give him some weapons. Let's see what he can do. Give him A.J. Brown. Give him A.J. Brown. Miles is still Miles. Devontae is still Devontae. Offensive line, everything is still intact, but you got him that true number one, and that's no disrespect to Devontae Smith. You got him a true number one, and A.J. Brown, who's been doing this for a couple years in the league. A.J. Brown played for the Tennessee Titans. Was Ryan Tannehill as good? And Ryan Tannehill had Derrick Henry, who everybody say is the best running back in the league, and A.J. Brown, and a great head coach. We got a second-year head coach, third-year quarterback, and we just making it happen. We making it happen. Jalen Hurts is breaking barriers, man. It's breaking barriers, man. And the league don't like that. And a lot of those experts were wrong. They were wrong, man. And Chris Sims just cannot cave in. He can't. He got that need to be right factor. And that's not good because you lose credibility doing that. I heard guys who was on Jalen Hurts. Like, you know what? Maybe he is good. Maybe he's good. At least they coming around. This dude is delusional. Chris Sims is delusional. Simple as that, man. Jalen Hurts is a baller. And you know the crazy thing? We really don't know his ceiling. We came like, yeah, he's there. He's limited in this. Nah. We really don't know. We really don't know. Like, Chris Sims, hang it up. Michael Parsons, I get it. You're a Cowboy, but come on, Michael Parsons. But at the same time, like I said, I get it. I get it. But I'm happy Michael Parsons said this because it at least started the conversation. Then you start hearing what people really think. I say that to say this, man. Jalen Hurts is a baller. He's a baller. He proved a lot of people wrong. Like I said, man, kid was brought into a situation to fail and made something out of nothing. Something out of nothing, man. Just 2 years ago, 3 years ago, this franchise was nothing. 4 wins. Turned it around immediately. So salute to him, salute to Howie Roseman, salute to Nick Sirianni. Making this happen, man. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about Jalen Hurts, the quote-unquote system quarterback? And also, didn't talk about Chicago as much. Didn't really get a chance to. Chicago is banged up. No Claypool. So the corner's going to lock stuff up. All I can say is just watch Justin Fields. That's all you got to do. But I will definitely talk about that more tomorrow with my guy, Joe. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst.
This is my master.